Hi, this is Dominic from Paphos Life, and in today's film we're starting off at the seafront and harbour area and going up through Kato Paphos to the old town. We're taking a bit of an unusual route today. First of all, we're going through Kato Paphos, looping through St Paul's Pillar area, and we're going up through Universal on a route we haven't been before, up to Mews, and then up to the Paps supermarket, where we're coming back through Old Town itself before finishing on the Cloaca Road. I've tried to go on a slightly different route than what I normally use for a bit of variety. First we'll go around the roundabout at the Harbour though, because you all like to see that. There's a new bus station just through there, next to the archaeological park. I filmed this fairly early in the morning, so there won't be many people about. People ask me why there aren't many people about in the films. It's precisely because I tend to film when the roads aren't too busy, because if I film when the roads are busy, most of the time I'm just in traffic and it's not so interesting to watch, so I tend to film outside of the busiest times. Right, normally I'd go right here first straight away, but I'm actually going to go down towards Kings Avenue Mall first. Not all the way, because I'm going to take a turning soon, just to show you a bit more of the St Paul's Pillar area. Here we go, just up here. And we've driven down here before as a route through Kato Paphos, because if you carry on up this road you'll get to the main square in Kato Paphos, where that little fountain is, and the start of Bar Street. But rather than go that way, we're going to turn right here, and there's either Turkish baths or a basilica on the left we're just passing, and the main church itself with St Paul's Pillar. We might just have been able to see the top of it as he went round there, I'm not sure. But we're coming back to the main road now, and then we're going to go on to the roundabout on the left, which will take us behind Paps supermarket. We'll also go past the start of the new boutique hotel that I featured in the last but one walking tour, which is turning out to be very popular. Here we go. So there's Paps supermarket on the right. There's another way to get to the seafront just down there on the right. So you got the boutique hotel on the left, looking very nice indeed. And if you turn left here, we'd be back at that fountain in the square. But we're going to go straight up Poseidonos Avenue this time. Last look at the seafront on the right there. And T for 2 on the left, with Pinguinos shortly after it on the left. There's a Chinese restaurant up here on the right. I asked about that and I got a few nice feedback from there about it, so it's very nice there as well, recommended. And we've got the Annabelle Hotel and the Alymra on the right. And we're coming past the Poseidonos Avenue renovations now on the left, which are coming on. And we're turning up through Kato Paphos. We've got the top end of Bar Street where we normally come out, just there on the left. We're going to head through the outskirts of Kato Paphos in this film and get to Universal as quick as we can. I said it before, I'll say it again. Universal is a mainly residential area just north of Kato Paphos. It's got quite a few apartments and complexes, and you can rent villas there, etc. But it's also people live there. We actually rented a place there for a couple of months before finding our villa, which we bought up in Polemi when we first came to Cyprus in 2016. So we know what it's like there, and there's some nice little restaurants there as well. But we're not going to focus much on Universal this time. We're going to be taking a route we haven't driven down before. That will plonk us out up near, we'll go up Russian Road towards the main, I think is it B7 yet? I'm not sure. But the main road through Paphos anyway. So we're going up into Universal now. And if you carry on up this road, you'll end up at that horrible traffic light they've got just near the police station we featured in other films. I say horrible because it's always get stopped there. And now it's one of those super duper stopping places where you've got to be careful. But notice that we turned left here though. And it's a rather nice little road, with trees running down the middle. The reason I'm on this route was because I'd just driven down it the day before filming this to, I was locating the delivery company, but for some reason Timu decided to use, because we use them for a few things, non-urgent things and nothing that I'm particularly that bothered about, like incidental cleaners they're good for, believe it or not. And but basically it's all free post, but it will be sent to the cheapest courier company they find. And it definitely won't be the best courier company. I mean, because courier companies in Cyprus were a bit of a law unto themselves in the best of times. If you actually get one to deliver to your house, you're doing very well. Normally you have to go and pick it up somewhere. It's not too much of a hassle. But they'll do things like they'll claim on, if you order something from Amazon DE, they'll claim that they attempted delivery when they haven't, and sort of stuff like that. It's the few places where you yearn for companies like Yodel. How's that for a recommendation? Anyway, so we're on the top end of Russian Road, and rather than going onto the main road, we're going to turn right here, which will take us through the top end of Universal. Paphos Cemetery we'll go past. And right at the top there, you can see the cliffs where you'll find Muse Restaurant. And we'll go near there, and we'll be driving up a very narrow road to get there, as you shall see in a minute. There's the cemetery on the left. And there are a lot of new builds we'll just be going through. Oh, while I'm here, the latest on the paphoslife.com/coffee page, I'm sure you've all been very concerned about that. It is now back up and running. Well, in a way, I've just got it so it now just redirects to the buymeacoffee.com platform, where we've got a page there called Paphos Life. And you can buy us coffees there, or multiple coffees. And it all helps our site. And if you say that you want a mention, then we'll be happy to mention you in forthcoming films, etc. So please do help to support the channel. I mean, at the very least, if you can't afford a coffee, then just share the film far and wide on social media, and it's all good. But see, now we're going up here. Normally I'd go right at the top here, and that'll take us back to that road we were on before, but I'm going to go left. And if you go this way, you need to pay attention to the road ahead, because a lot of it's single lane traffic, and you need to know where to stop if there's a car coming the other way. It takes us up the side of the cliff. And I was lucky in this instance, because that's a good place to stop if there was a car coming there. But there were none. And it plonks us right by the Ethnographic Museum, which is a place I've yet to explore, and I've been meaning to do for a long time. There you are, there's the museum. And look at all the bollards here that got flattened at some point. Now if you go left here, you'll be at the Muse restaurant, but we're going to be going right. There's the little gazebo. And you've got a municipal park on the left now. And we'll come up to a T-junction where the site building certainly used to be. I believe it's moved now to Neon Mall. And there's also a very popular cafe called Omicron Brunch just on the right up here. We'll be passing. There it is. But we're going left here. That new water feature they're building is just on the left here now. You can't see it in this shot though. So you've got a school on the right. Not the courts, which is what I used to think it was because it's so posh, not for a better word. And on the left you have the town hall, October 28th Square, and that's the library. And you got the new new Paphos Museum they're building on the right on the site of the old police station. And now we're in Kennedy Square. And in this film, I'm going to go up to Paps Roundabout and turn left. In the past I've cut through to Old Town before that, but that misses out one of my favourite murals, so I'm going to go up a bit further. And speaking of murals, there's a very nice one on top of this bank up here on the left. You can just see the right hand side of it that we're going past. I don't know if there'll ever be another street art square festival like they had in, say about 10 years ago, 3 of them in total. But they really helped sell old Paphos as a tourist destination after they were commissioned. I say commissioned, it was all of I wouldn't say private, it was it came from people outside of government, the whole thing did anyway. Independent, that's the word I'm looking for. Right, so we're turning left here. Now normally when I go down this road I'll turn right where that car's going and that'll put me onto the Cloaca Road, near the Little Turning, which is coincidentally where we're going to finish this film. But on this instance I'm going straight down so I can turn left and join the main road through Old Town. And here we are, all looking nice and newly renovated. And you've got this lovely hardware store on the right. I adore that. There are lots of restaurants and bars around the area as well as shops. But if you really want to see Old Town, a good time to come is at night if you're interested in socialising rather than shopping. Right, the mural I love is on the left here, Aphrodite's Children. Very popular, you can't really see it on this film that well though. And here's another one, I think it's called Reform. Now we're coming out to the front end of Old Town, where the bus stops are. And if you get a taxi to Old Town, this is probably where they'll drop you off, I'd imagine, because there's a taxi rank here as well. A bit chaotic at this very moment. But it didn't stop too long, so I didn't bother cutting out the sequence there. Here we go. You got Old Town Market is now on our right, which good time to visit that is during the mornings. I can hear a cat in the background now. Hey, that's the cat that featured in that recent article we published about moving cats to Cyprus. Right, I was contemplating going down that road on the left, because I've been trying to do unusual roads in this film, but it looked a bit busy, so I'm taking the next one instead. This will take us right past Moutallos Mosque. Hello, Snufkin. How are you? Sorry, someone obviously wants to say hello. I think because he's had an article written around him, he thinks he's a bit of a star now. Yeah, the cats will get jealous. Anyway, so now we're going through the Moutallos area, which is where a lot of Turkish Cypriots lived before the invasion, and then they moved north. A lot of it is still owned by Turkish Cypriots, I believe. I'm not at all sure what the situation is there. But it's a very nice little area. Narrow roads, lots of one-ways. But once you know your way around, it does make it easier to get through. And now it's going to take us up to a road you should be familiar with if you watch my films, where we've driven up the Moutallos cliffs before and we've had to turn left at the top. This is the road that intersects that, you see. So now we're going across, and we're going straight across, and we're on the same road that we've been on before. So there's a new little stadium on the left. And I'll point this out again because it's useful. There's a mirror on the other side of the road just here. Check that out before coming out, because cars can bomb down here quite quickly, too quickly, and that mirror is very useful. But it's all good. So we're turning left here. And taking the turn up here. It's signposted Cloaca. And you can get your nice eggs on the right, if you remember. I can hear Snufkin working the furniture now. There's that mysterious new building on the right, which should be finished fairly soon, I'd imagine, and we'll find out what it's going to be. And we're just coming up to the Cloaca Road. And as is fairly common, I was going to drive all the way up to Lidl, but I'm not going to show you the whole of that because you've seen it quite a few times. And it hasn't changed in the interim. So we'll finish up here. Do check out the buymeacoffee.com/PaphosLive page and share the film far and wide. And thanks for watching. Cheers. Bye.